Hey guys, my name is Katrina. Welcome to my channel. Today I am going to be doing the About Me book tag. I've definitely done like 2 other tags on my channel before, but this is the first time that someone actually tagged me, and that's how it's supposed to work, so I'm very excited. So the wonderful and beautiful and funny and awesome Capri at Capri's Book Island tagged me to do this video, and I'm really excited to just sit and talk. I think it's a good time to do a video like this just because even though I've technically had my channel for 2 years, I only posted for like, I want to say like a month when I first started. Actually stopped for 2 years, and I've just recently started back again. If you guys have been watching my channel, or if you're new to this channel, and since coming back and kind of forcing myself and asserting myself into the book community, I've gotten some more followers and just more friendships and interactions and things like that, so I thought this would be a good time to let you guys know a little bit about myself. So here we go. I believe there's 10 questions, so I'll try not to ramble too long as I get through these. So question 1 is, what do you study or what is your job? So I guess I'll just answer both parts of that question because I'm done with school. I'm very old. I'm going to be 28 this year, so I'm 27 currently. So I finished school a little while ago. I went to school for English, no surprise there. My school history is a little wonky. So the SparkNotes version of it, and what I just like to tell people when they ask about how I did schooling and what was my schooling history or anything like that, I just like to throw out there that I dropped out of high school, and it's a weird flex, but hear me out. I dropped out my 11th grade year. Yeah, in the middle, I don't know when, I don't even remember, it was so long ago. I dropped out in 11th grade. I dropped out because I went to a school where, this is gonna sound kind of nerdy, I didn't feel challenged, I wasn't happy, I was skipping class a lot, I was just not engaged, and the next part you're gonna be like, what the fuck, why did you drop out? I dropped out with a 4.13 GPA, and the fact that I was skipping, did not feel engaged, was not happy, and that I still pulled off a 4.13 GPA made no sense to me. So I sat down with my parents and I let them know that it just wasn't for me, and I came up with a plan. I was gonna get a job, I was gonna get my GED, then for my senior year I was gonna start community college. So I actually did that, and then I ended up graduating from VCU with my bachelor's in English. So that's a little bit about my studying. What I do now is, I used to teach special education for 3 years, but just due to some injuries and unfortunately concussions and things like that, and my cousin actually giving me a new job opportunity, I actually work for a cosmetic surgeon now, which I love doing. I mostly do administrative stuff, and I help with some of the social media and things like that, so I love where I am now. I do miss teaching sometimes, but yeah, that's what I do. I work for a cosmetic surgeon. Number 2, what is your favorite social media platform? I want to say, I'm probably going to say Snapchat, which I feel like is everyone's least favorite, but I personally love Snapchat. I literally snap all the random little things I do. I'm obsessed with my snap streaks. I've definitely yelled at a few friends for breaking them. Really get anxious about those things, so it's probably not healthy, but I do love Snapchat. My Snapchat is hellokatryna. I don't care. Anyone can add me. Number 3, if you had another channel, what would it be about? I don't know, because I feel like even though this is a booktube channel, some of my other interests, I feel like I've definitely planned in the future to add to this channel, so I wouldn't necessarily make a separate channel, but if I did, it would have things like maybe fitness, because although just due to mental health and actual health issues that have been going on the past couple months, I haven't been working out, but fitness is something I usually do take pretty seriously, even though nutrition, not so much. That, or even, I like making candles. I think I actually want to do some videos on my channel because I'm thinking of doing some bookish candles and things like that. I'm not the greatest, but I really enjoy doing it, and it makes my house smell really good when I do it. So maybe something about making soy candles or fitness, or that's pretty much it. I don't really know what else I would talk about. 4, do you play any instruments? I do not, and I suck. I've tried. What's really funny is Capri, who tagged me, she talked about playing the flute for like 7 years or something, and I just thought it was just so funny because she said she didn't even like it in the beginning, but she's not a quitter, but I'm kind of a quitter. So in 3rd grade I tried the flute, and I had fun. Me and my best friend did it for a little bit, but I don't even really remember what happened. I think we just like moved on to the next thing we were interested in. I tried playing the drums. My sister and brother are very talented when it comes to music. They both can play guitar. My brother plays the bass. My sister's in a band. So I wanted to be like cool and hip with them and try to do what they did. So I was just like, I want to play the drums. I can play the drums, right? I took maybe 2 lessons and that was a no for me. I just leave the musical talents to my siblings. 5. What hobbies do you have other than reading? I don't know if I would call it hobbies, but the other things I like to do obviously are the making candles. Sports isn't really a hobby, but I guess you can kind of count it as that. I love playing sports. I played softball through college. I love playing like recreational league type softball, like adult leagues now. I've played quidditch for 5 or 6 years now. I'm assistant coach baseball for a high school varsity baseball team because my husband's the head coach and I come and help, and I just became their assistant coach last year as well. So I like to stay active and competitive. If it hasn't been the past couple months, if I'm not reading, I'm either working out or playing sports or board games with my friends. Since I played Quidditch for 5 or 6 years, my whole friend group is pretty much based around my Quidditch friends. So that's pretty much it. I always try things, like I will try to have new hobbies, but it's hard for me to stick it out. Like I tried watercolor painting and I'm probably gonna pick that up again, but I'm just not that talented and I really don't like doing things I'm not good at. But I'm trying, guys, I'm trying. 6, favorite TV shows. I have a lot of favorite TV shows. The ones I'm favorites right now, I just finished The Fosters, I really like that. Marvel's Runaways, that was really good. But favorites overall, like, that I could just pull out of my head, I can never just say I have a favorite. So I like Game of Thrones, I like Reign, the story of Mary Queen of Scots, that's a really good favorite. Merlin is definitely a favorite. I'm currently rewatching it for the 6th time, so I would say Merlin is definitely one of my favorite shows. 7, what got you into reading? I don't know. I've always liked reading since I was, like, my earliest memories are literally going to the library with my mom and getting massive piles of books, and so I just really couldn't tell you. My memory just isn't that great that I could go back and, like, tell you. So, I don't know. 8, what is your favorite and least favorite genres? My favorite is definitely fantasy, more specifically YA fantasy. I'm definitely getting, in my head, I definitely want to go more into adult, but I'm always gonna love YA fantasy, and that's just it. My least favorite fantasy is probably the opposite end of that spectrum then, nonfiction. I am always like, maybe I'll read 1 or 2 nonfiction this year, I'll give it a chance. I just don't like it. I've never really gotten into it. If there's anyone who wants to recommend a nonfiction that they think a fantasy girl would love, hit me up, but it just ain't for me. 9, what books define your childhood? I'm gonna say one that for real defined my childhood was the Magic Treehouse. Is that even what it's called? That's really sad if I got the name wrong, but you guys know what I'm talking about, the Magic Treehouse. I just remember grabbing 5 or 6 books at a time from the library, reading those. That's what I believe got me into, like, fantasy and liking things that were, even though there was, like, history stuff in it, like, obviously there'd be some non-fiction elements or learning elements. The fact that they were time traveling and things like that blew my mind, and I loved it, and that is one that I just think back on, and whenever I see it in the library or whenever I see a kid reading it, or when I was teaching I would see it at the Scholastic Book Fair, just like warmed my heart. 10, tell us something interesting about yourself. I hate prompts or questions like this because I don't know. I feel like I just talked about like the fact that I dropped out and played Quidditch, and those could be technically interesting facts, but to me that's just kind of lame. I don't know. Let me think. I guess we could get like kind of depressing. The reason I've been really sad and really out of it the last couple months, and why I actually haven't been playing Quidditch anymore and just doing things, a lot of medical stuff has been going on. I've just been trying to take care of my benign pituitary tumor. It's not that serious, but it's kind of serious to me. I'm not going to go too much into detail, but interesting fact, I have a little tumor in my brain. I don't know where I was going with this. I'm going to end it there, which is a really weird note, but I'm okay. Like, I'm like okay. I'm taking medication now and things are getting better, but it's just mentally put me out for a couple months, so I'm not to worry anybody or anything like that. Tag videos, I never tagged anyone because I always forget to do it. And this is like a weird tag. I feel like people who are probably newer to the community or want to do a tag like this just to like kind of put yourself out there a little bit more. So I'm gonna do the cheesy thing and tag whoever wants to make this video. Literally anyone. If I think of a couple people that I'm like, oh yes, I actually really want you to do it, I'll tag them down below. Probably like tweet at them or something. But yes, I hope you enjoyed this really weird video where I didn't think it was gonna go in some of the directions it did, but it did. So don't forget to subscribe. Bye!